These scraps are inside your body, not just on your skin or attached to your clothes, but inside your bloodstream. And not just yours either. A 2025 study from the University of New Mexico found that there's enough micro and nanoplastics in the human brain alone to make up an entire plastic spoon. There's no doubt that this statistic is worrying, but let's back up. What is a microplastic? Because plastics cannot be naturally degraded in the environment, they break down over and over until they end up as microplastics. Microplastics are plastic particles smaller than 5 millimeters, and they're being found ubiquitously in the environment, from the air you breathe to the food you eat. This means that the problem of microplastics is already significant. However, this begs the question, how will we break into the blue ocean market? Our invention, the NanoPurifier, combines well-established principles to create an innovative solution to this widespread problem.
Many current solutions focus on removal using membrane filtration or reverse osmosis, which work, but are expensive, waste water, and are energy intensive. They were designed to filter microplastics, but not at the household source. The nanopurifier will capture microplastics directly at the appliance level. A reusable mesh can be used to intercept larger microfibers while allowing water to freely flow. However, this will not address the smaller microplastic fragments, hence the second layer. Plant-derived materials, such as proteins and polysaccharides, can bind microplastic particles through electrostatic attraction because of the hydrophobic nature of microplastics. And because of the simple and widely available nature of the materials, this system does not require any toxic chemicals or expensive manufacturing, and is easily reusable and recyclable with replacement cartridges.
First, we'll be talking about the target market, breaking it down into the current market, Tier 1, which is early adopters, Tier 2, which is the growth market, and Tier 3, which is the long-term objective. So first, our current target market includes domestic households that are conscious about health and environment, as well as small specialty businesses needing purified water, such as cafes, restaurants, and hotels. From there, we plan to expand to Tier 2, which is the growth market, which includes the municipal buyers and developing foreign urban markets. And finally, for the long-term objective, we'll be expanding to Tier 3, which is the government environmental programs and home appliance integrations. Now taking a look at our SWOT analysis, our biggest strengths are our differentiated technology, which places us in the blue ocean market, which allows us to avoid direct price competition and instead focus on value innovation, which is a key blue ocean principle. Of course, there are some weaknesses, which include the initial LLC investments that may be required for a business, and additionally, brand recognition may take some time as our brand is still developing, which could be a weakness. However, we could definitely be looking at marketing and advertisements. There are numerous opportunities in this market, which include growing public awareness about plastic, as well as regulatory trends for increased government funding and regulations in the environment. And finally, some threats that we may need to be looking out for include price sensitivity, which means high PED, and technological imitation, which means that we may need to consider acquiring a patent to protect our innovative technology. Looking at our specific projected expenses, our materials are planned to cost approximately $28.34 per unit. This allows us to price competitively while maintaining healthy margins, especially with our recurring subscription model for filter replacements. We've created a balance sheet that reflects our predicted early-stage financial positions and demonstrates a strong foundation for scalable growth. Our total assets are approximately $4,050, primarily composed of cash reserves, inventory, and equipment needed for production and development. As we look to expand even further in our long-term corporate objectives, however, we may take a look at potential liabilities, which may include accounts payable or loans to expand our business. Our equity consists of the initial LLC capital investment along with retained earnings, showing early financial sustainability.
By capturing microplastics at the source, we are effectively creating a new market for household environmental protection instead of competing with large-scale treatment industries. Studies showed that U.S. households release thousands of pounds of microplastics per year. That's millions of grams of plastic being captured and eliminated rather than ending up in our bodies.